What's going on? What's going on, Commanders family? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Friday. Happy Friday, Commanders family. We have a ball game this Sunday. I know we wish the season was over already. I get it. We've been playing real bad. We got a game on Sunday. We still got to make sure that we cover the team the way we committed to the team before all of the chaos. So, welcome to the stream. I'm going to give y'all some time to get in here. Hope y'all having a good Friday. Come kick it with your boy for just a few. Probably be on here for about an hour or so. I ain't did no videos all week in reference to the Commanders, so let's have a conversation today. So I'm going to give y'all some time to get in. I hope y'all having a beautiful Friday. We got some good news on Jayden Daniels, if you haven't heard already. Also, we're going to take a deep dive into this. Well, not a deep dive. We're just going to have a conversation about this Detroit Lions game on Sunday at 4 p.m. So tune in. Make sure y'all share this stream. And if you just joining the stream, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. What's up, Sheeta Boo? Shout out to Sheeta. She is in here. My sister is in here, y'all. She said, hey, it's just me. You should be working right now, but I appreciate you for tuning in on your little brother. Make sure y'all like this video. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. We're going to get started in just a second. I just got to give people the chance to get in here. That's all. So, yeah, we about to get to it, y'all. Make sure I get everything going over here. Happy Friday, people. Happy Friday. Beautiful outside, too. It is beautiful outside. All right. I forgot to call you too, Sheeta, when I had came from the restaurant. Food was so good, I was a little sleepy, you know. So I'm allowing people a little time to get in here. So we got a few people coming in here. Make sure y'all give this video a thumbs up. We about to talk about our beloved Washington Commanders. I know it's hard times right now. The Commanders playing like trash. We got the furlough going on. You got people EBT, food stamp, SNAP, should I say, benefits not showing up. It's a lot going on right now. It's a lot going on right now. So let's unwind and let's have a good conversation today on this beautiful, beautiful Friday. Right? So Ninja, what's good, my guy? What's going on? Shout out to my boy So Ninja. He always come through, show me some love. I appreciate you greatly. Trust me. Shout out to my guy So Ninja X. Dream Team Buddha, what's good? Happy Friday. You hear me? Yeah. Gonna get started in about 30 more seconds. I don't like to be rude. You know, I want to give people a chance to come in here and just say what's up. You might want to get here in the beginning. You know, you never know. Maurice, what's going on, brother? Welcome to the stream. Make sure y'all get this video a thumbs up. And tell a friend, subscribe to the channel, man. We a different vibe over here. You feel me? I'm outside chilling at work. Hey, look, you on lunch break. It's 12:52. You probably got to go back here in 8 minutes. So we about to get this thing started. So let's go ahead and get this thing going right. Let it is.
Welcome to Everything Commanders with your host, Dream Team Buddha. Hail to the Commanders.
What's good, Commanders family? Welcome to another episode of Everything Commanders. Of course, I am your host, Dream Team Buddha. Now, it's a beautiful day. On today, Friday, looks good outside. I've already been outdoors and I've already gotten me some fresh air. And you know, I was out this morning and I went to go get some breakfast. And while I was driving, I got a notification that popped up on my phone. That's why I didn't go live right away. And I said, hold up, we got some information on Jayden Daniels. I had to tell my sister, hold on real quick. Let me let the feed load up. And we got some good news on Jayden Daniels. You know, even though they was giving us good news throughout the week or whatever the case may be, since Jayden Daniels got hurt, we didn't know for sure for certain what the injury would be. If he tore something, we already knew he didn't break anything with the X-rays, but we didn't know what the MRI had in store for us. So here it is, Jayden Daniels update. No ligament damage, so no surgery. He wasn't placed on IR, and he won't be for now. The team will assess where he's at after the bye week. Yes. Now, although that's great news or whatever the case may be, they're going to, I'm going to tell you what they're doing real quick. Let's talk about what they're doing real quick. So here's what they're doing. What they're doing is they're trying to hold out hope that somehow we can get hot. And I know we can't see it because we looking like this right here. You know, we might as well bring out the blind stick. But they holding out hope that we can somehow get hot and beat these Detroit Lions, which we're going to talk about in shortly, and pull off another win against the Miami Dolphins, who's just as bad as we've been playing, and then beat the Denver Broncos. And then we're going out. I don't know if the bye week is before or after the Madrid game, but I'll check and find out as this episode goes on. But what they're trying to do is hold out all hope just to see if it's a chance that we can get some type of hot, win a few games, and then Jayden Daniels could come back in and help us finish off what we expected to go, get us to where we expected to go before the season started. I'm gonna read this this story real quick from Nikki Jabala. She has spoke to Dr. Carlos Euquilis, and this what it was. Okay, she said, according to Dr. Carlos Euquilis, an orthopedic surgeon at Cedars-Sinai Orthopedics in Los Angeles, a team physician for the Los Angeles Angels, a complex dislocation with a fracture can sometimes require surgery to repair. But a simple dislocation without any fractures typically does not require surgery unless the joint is especially unstable. Now, that was Monday when she spoke when she heard about this. She got this post or whatever the case may be, the story. Now we find out today he didn't tear anything, he didn't break anything. He really dodged a bullet. He really dodged a bullet, and that is great news. Now, before I tell you where I expect us to go after this, let's take some time right now. Let's give a moment of silence for Dallas defensive end Marshawn Kneeland. Okay. If you all haven't been paying attention to social media, which I expect that you have, the young man lost his life the other day. Well, he took his life the other day. And from reports that I'm hearing, you know, he lost his mom and he couldn't cope with the fact of him losing his mom just a year ago. And he was battling with depression, and it came to what it came to, or whatever the case may be. I'm not too certain of if that's the real thing, but it's all over social media. I'm just going off what I heard. But let me take some time real quick and talk about mental health, y'all. Now, one thing about me, anybody that knows me outside of this camera or in real life, they know that I'm always pushing peace, positivity. I'm always trying to be the light in the room, no matter where I go. You never know what somebody going through, right? And it's sad that this young brother lost his life, and also Kyron Lacey, he lost his life as well. And if you're saying, well, this ain't got nothing to do with the Commanders, don't be so harsh, right? This is an NFC East brother. This is an NFL brother. This is a human being, right? And I just want to take this time to encourage each and every last one of you all to check on your peoples, check on your loved ones, check on the random person you see in the street. No matter when you going through something, trust me, sometimes you can have a conversation with the next person. It'll bring you out of that funk. But you never know what a person is going through in life, right? We all go through trials and tribulations. We all struggling somewhat. Might not be financially. It could be something else. It could be health-wise. It could be a lot. You never know what's going on with the next person. So always spread peace, positivity, good vibes. Try to be the light in the room no matter where you at. Okay. That's all you could do is be the light. It's on them if they're gonna close their eyes or open their eyes just to see the light. But in life, you come to realize that you either can live it one way or the other, either happy or sad. Okay. And even when I got scars or whatever the case may be, I don't try to wear it on my sleeve. Okay. Because my issues may not be the next person, but at the same time, you don't know what they're going through. So you can't put your problems on the next person. So I said all that to say, grab your folks, grab your loved ones, grab all your peoples you can and tell them you love them. Hey, if you need something, I'm here for it. It may not always be financially. It may not be something they could need that's physical. I mean, that's a item or something. It could be a simple conversation. So that's all I'm saying. Make sure you take some time, talk to your peoples. But anyway, may he rest in peace. It's unfortunate. It's very, very unfortunate. But anyway, back to Jayden Daniels. What I was saying is, although Jayden Daniels, we got great news on Jayden Daniels. Of course, the average Commander fan is going to say, let's just let him sit for the rest of the year. I don't want to hear nothing about it. No reevaluating after the bye week. We don't want to hear all, okay? We just want to hear you say, he's placed on IR and he ain't coming back until next season. We're gonna get a good draft pick, and we're gonna just get back to where we left off in 2024. No, that would be a dream, right? But let's get back to reality. In reality, we have to still play football games. In reality, we have to still build on something. In reality, we can't end this season the way we started. All right. We have to find a way to win, regardless of where they've been at in the season, how they started, what they've been going, all the injuries and playing trash on defense. Offense can't get going. Run game can't get going. Wide receivers can't get separation. Jayden Daniels can't read. And so all this other stuff that's going on, we have to put that aside because once it's done, it's done. How will you bounce back from all the mishaps that have been going on? That's what we got. Put it all aside and just allow the team to go through the bumps and bruises and just see how they come out on top. Because I promise you, we can't be trying to skip no steps. All right. That's what we did last year. We skipped steps. We jumped to the front of the line. And when we jumped to the front of the line, we saw how real it was up there. And then guess what? We faced adversity like 99% of all NFL teams. When 99% of football teams that already got, when they faced the injury bug, you know what? They got depth. They got people that can start in this league in a second string, third string, and fourth string. Our roster isn't that deep. Think about it. Our roster isn't that deep. So if you peel a layer back, the Commanders will bleed out. And that's what you're seeing this year. It's going to take time to build the roster the way we need to build this roster in order to be prepared for times that comes like this, where as though you injured up and you can't find nobody to play on the field. Now, I seen a report on Kurt Warner. He did a report on Jayden Daniels, and everybody blowing it out of proportion. Yeah, he said Jayden Daniels ain't playing the way he was playing last year. He's missing reads, blah, 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 so forth and so on. There is some truth to that. But is that saying that Jayden Daniels has regressed or he's a bad quarterback? No, not necessarily. Technically, yes, but not necessarily. The reason why everything is going like it is now because everybody is pressing. Everybody. And I've been saying this. I've been saying this since early on, like even on the defensive side. Everybody trying to get a pick. Everybody trying to create a turnover. Nobody wants to get beat or make any mistakes. They're trying to be perfect. And when you try to do that, that's when you mess up. That's when you make a mistake. I come on here all the time, y'all. When I first started back in, I started this channel back in January, February, right? I think January, I had did my first little when we was in the playoffs. I did my first little video, right? And I used to come on here before you all, and I used to try to be perfect. I used to try not to make no mistakes and try to make sure that I could stick to the script that I created for the channel. And what I found myself to be doing wrong in those times is expecting me to be perfect, and I'm not a perfect person. I'm going to make mistakes. You know, I'm going to make mistakes. So it took the pressure off me to say, you know what? What's going to happen is going to happen. I'm going to get on here. I'm going to talk. I'm going to have a conversation. Some people may like it. Some people won't. You can't please everybody, right? These commanders players, they're out there. They see the social media. They see us talking trash about how trash they played. Yes, rightfully so. But they don't know how to differentiate the fans being upset and your teammates being upset, because you got to play for the guy that's next to you. Although the fans, we love it. We here. We part of the family. We the team. We ain't suiting up and going out there and playing with them. We ain't lining up with them on Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays. Sometimes Saturday. We ain't doing that. So they got to lock in, put that social media aside, and just go out and play football. Go out and play football. As soon as Marshawn Lattimore started doing that, he got an injury. I just seen an interview with Mike Sainstrill, what he did on the Commanders channel, Next Man Up, and it was the same situation. He said, he feel like we could turn things around, and people was pressing, so forth and so on, and he know that the team is better than what we've put out there on film. Now, I seen a post. I seen the video of I was scrolling on my YouTube, and I seen Juan Gotti. Shout out to Juan Gotti, one of the Commanders content creators. He spoke on a situation where, though, it was a post that was being put up, and somebody said Mikey had some accomplishment or something, and guy made a comment saying, this good news, but why can't you, I guess, play as you how you fall off from last year, and you're not playing as good as you were last year. And somebody responded and pretty much was saying it was the scheme, and Mikey Sainstrill had liked it, right? So of course it was toxic, right? But we all know the truth. We all know what it is. Him coming down out the box, I don't know how much that's going to do, but we shall see this Sunday. We shall see. So this Sunday, this week, the Detroit Lions, this game is all about getting back on track. We have to find a way to get back on track, because we've been derailed since week one. Week one, we kind of struggled to do what we had to do. We got it done. But this game is about getting back on track. I fully expect the Washington Commanders to come out there and look better than they did these past 3 to 4 weeks. I expect it. Now, I don't know if it's going to translate to a win. I truly believe that they're going to kick our heads in. But what I expect to see is them playing better football. I think the team has reached rock bottom. If you look at the locker room interviews, you listen to the coaches, you listen to the players, I think this team has hit rock bottom. Nobody believes in the Commanders right now. Hell, not even me. We were at this point, at this stage last year when we drafted Jayden Daniels. Nobody believed in the Commanders. Nobody believed in us. When the Commanders are in that state, that's when they play the best. The trying to live up to expectations is over. Hell, if you ask me, the season is over. No matter how much I would rather for us to tank out the season, we still got games to play. It's still a chance. We got a 4% chance. And if there's a will, there's a way. So we got to lace up on Sunday. We play the Detroit Lions. We do not match up well against the Detroit Lions. I ain't here to try to tell you how what they're going to do to beat them, but only thing I can do is tell you how they could beat them. And you got to, it starts at the line of scrimmage, okay? Because we're going to have to find a way to get this run game going, because if the run game ain't going, we don't even stand a chance. They play a lot of man coverage, and y'all already seen what takes place when teams man up our offense, our wide receivers, for whatever reason, they go missing. Now, some of the times it's been on Jayden Daniels, but a lot of times the receivers just can make no separation. But Marcus Mariota got his hands full, and he got to figure it out. I don't see us winning this game, but at the end of the day, we shall see what happens. It's been far more offset things that have been going on in the NFL. Hell, last night, I thought that the Raiders was going to mess around and beat the daggone Broncos. And the Broncos they tied for the best record in the league. They 7-2. Who knows? Who knows? Right now, I think we're like an 8-point underdog. It would shock the world if the Commanders were to beat the Lions. Like I said, when they first put this game on the schedule, they was thinking about the rematch from the NFC division game where Jayden Daniels and the Washington Commanders went out to Detroit and they handed them that L, sent them boys home. We went to Philly next week, and we got sent home. They thought that this was going to be a good rematch game, and I thought this would be earlier on in the season. I wish that it would have been that case, because now we don't have Jayden Daniels, and Jayden Daniels ain't going to be back for another few weeks. So, like I said, I don't know how we're going to get it done. Only thing I can suggest is that we win in the trenches. And if we can't do that, we're in trouble. Our captains for this week is Deron Payne, Chris Rodriguez, and let me see. I just seen it. One second. Okay. Is that Jeremy Reeves? Yep, Jeremy Reeves, Deron Payne, and Chris Rodriguez. This Chris Rodriguez as a captain thing says a lot. We might see more Chris Rodriguez than we see Bill Krosky-Murray this week. Remember, I told you that we might see a little bit more Chris Rodriguez this week than we see Bill Krosky-Murray this week. We already know Bill ain't been getting them big runs like he was early on in the season when nobody even know who he was. Now, when Chris Rodriguez came into the game last week, he was looking real good as far as the run. He was hitting the gaps. He wasn't dancing around. And Jacory Krosky-Murray seems to have been doing a lot of that lately because he's trying to press. He's trying to get the big run. Everybody's trying to create a spot, but the more we try to create a spot, the more the fire get put out. It's going to come in and play, leave it all out there on the field, and sometimes I got to promote the next guy. So I can't say for certain that that's what's going on, but I really think that Chris Rodriguez will get a lot of the carries. Even Dan Quinn said in his press conference not too long ago, we got to get the run game going, and it's going to take a good run game. He said, in all three backs. He took the liberty to say he made sure to let everybody know it's going to be all three backs. That's pretty much saying that they're going to get back to running back by committee, because we was in the beginning of the season, we was calling for Bill to get all the carries. And when we started doing that, the run game went elsewhere. I think they're going to get back to the fundamentals this week. We're going to see a game plan in which everybody touched the ball in the backfield, no Diddy, and receiving wise. You're going to see Mariota using them legs this week. And you know they got a stingy defense over there in Detroit. But the defense is going to have to step up. The defense is going to have to step up. We got to stop that two-headed monster over there, Sonic and Knuckles, David Montgomery, and Jahmyr Gibbs. We got to stop them, because Jared Goff will dice you up. This is another elite quarterback that we're playing this week. The good thing about it is we're at home. Not that it matters that much, because I'm sure a lot of you all probably won't even go to the game. But we got to see what we got to do, man. We got to do what we got to do to make sure we get this win. Find a way to win. That's all I care about. Let me check on these comments real quick. See if we got some people in the comments, because I've been yapping for a little bit. Let me see. He said, we find out if Quan been the problem. Him and Marshawn are not a good mix. It's terrible. Now, what I will say is, you ain't lying. Quan Martin and Marshawn Lattimore haven't been a good mix at all. I've been saying that since the beginning of the season. They running into each other, so forth. So I don't know who was the culprit as far as who who was the big person, who was the person that made it not work, or was it just both of them? We're gonna find out, like you say. But now that Marshawn is out for the season, we're gonna see a lot of these backups getting some play time. I look forward to seeing Trey Hawkins. They probably gonna elevate him. A little bit more Jonathan Jones. Probably see a lot more Mikey Stamister going out to the outside. You're gonna see a lot. It's gonna be a mix. You're gonna see a lot of Noah I. We're gonna see. I would say this one thing. Noah I never got cooked for real, for real. I mean, he got cooked sometimes, but he never really was like giving up 80-yard plays and stuff like that, like Marshawn been giving up. So I look forward to seeing it, man. I mean, we just gotta. I don't know how we're gonna get it done, but we gotta try to get it done, man. We gotta try to get it done. Let me see. What my sister say? Long live Marshawn 94. Who Marshawn? Who Marshawn? My boy Shannon in here. You know he got to make sure he show up at he got to make sure he show up. What's up, Shannon? Well, you might as well come on over here and join the gang, bro. You show up more than some of these Commanders fans show up in these comments. I appreciate you for showing up, though. What's going on with you, bro? We still got a chance. I know it sounds comical, but yeah. And he talking about belt the ass from kickoff. We shall see. We shall see, bro. He said, y'all been blew out the last 4 or 5 games. That's a fact. That's a fact. But we can't go off what's been going on. We only could talk about where we headed. And I know it's hard to rinse, you know what I'm saying, what happened, and then go out and put something different out there. I don't see how it's gonna happen, but I'm just saying, man, I made a promise to my audience that I'm gonna be here week in, week out, regardless of what. So I'm here, and although I'm not as optimistic as I usually would be, I still think we got a chance. We got somewhat of a chance. We'll know in the first quarter what is hitting on, what if we're gonna win or not. We'll know. We'll know. Come 4:25, well, 5 o'clock after the first quarter, we'll know if it's even worth watching the game. So I don't know if I'm gonna go live during the game. I'll probably go live after the game to have a conversation about it. But we shall see what it's gonna be, what's gonna happen, what's gonna take place. But I ain't too optimistic. I ain't too optimistic. So Ninja X writes, don't expect to win this game, but they need to show energy or the Dolphins gonna blow us out. Hey, bro, if the Dolphins blow us out, bro, I don't know what to say. Now I understand the Dolphins could beat us, but bro, we can't. We've been getting our tails handed to us. We've been getting our whoopee tushing spanked for the past few weeks, bro. We can't get blown out every game, bro. I can't remember the last time we scored over 14 points. Over 7. What we score? Over 14 points. We been getting spanked out, bro. So it's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be trouble. Yeah, so for sure. And if you're just joining the stream, make sure you hit like on the stream. Do your boy a favor, hit that like button. Hit that like button. And subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. You know, we just having a little conversation. We got some good news. Jayden Daniels did not tear anything. He didn't break a bone. There's a chance he may come back for this season, although I'm hoping that he don't come back this season unless he's 150% healthy. You know, I'm going to protect Jayden Daniels like he's my very own. So I would rather just call it a season. That's it. Cut the cameras. It's over. I would rather do that, but that's just not how it goes. That's not the reality of things. The reality of it, we still got games to play. We still got 9 games to play. 9 or 8, one of the two. But We can't just get rid of we. Oh, look at this boy here. He said Shannon say y'all should trade Jayden. What? Why would we trade him? Why would we trade him, Shannon? Tell me. What's the point of trading him? You know what you pulling? You pulling one of the moves like when you selling a car and somebody tell me well, the car ain't worth nothing. The car ain't worth nothing. You might as well just go ahead and give it away. But as soon as I do that, you're gonna be the first person trying to get your hands on it. But it ain't nothing though. Jayden Daniels does not need to be traded. What are we trading for? Tell me that. Jayden Daniels is the Commanders. Why would we trade away the Commanders? You ain't making sense, bro. I know you hear the hate, but it's all good. You hear the hate out of love, which I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I welcome you all to the channel. I welcome you all to the channel for sure. 120. I know a lot of y'all probably at work right now, having some good old lunch. So yeah, we're gonna be on here for a little longer. Then I'm gonna get up off of here, man. But I just wanted to go into a deep dive. Well, go into this game versus Detroit. Take a look into this game and see what we could do. And it ain't much. I think we could run the ball. I don't think I have any faith in Marcus Mariota against that secondary, but hey, we shall see. I don't think we're going to be able to stop their offense. They're going to run the ball down our damn throat, get that play action going, get Goff on a boot, touchdown, Jameson Williams. But we played these guys before. We know how they want to play. But we also played the Bears head coach last year. We knew how he wanted to play, and we just lost the game. But we should have won that game. So it is what it is. Certain things like that just hurt until you can actually, get that taste out your mouth. We just ain't won. We ain't won in a few weeks. So it's hurt. It hurt over here. I ain't gonna hold you. It's a bad situation over here. Yeah, ain't he? Look, man, said to say, I was with Shannon for a minute, but this fool's smoking crack. He is smoking that. He ain't smoking crack. He doing fentanyl, bro. He doing fentanyl talking about trade Jayden. He's he say, y'all ain't got the team for him. Shit. Y'all almost got his arm dismantled. This is because the coach made a mistake, bro. He should have took Jayden out, but I think what happened was he should have took Jayden out. He's not even gonna talk more. He should have took him out. I ain't gonna try to make sense of what happened in there. So he also say this year proved it. This year proved last year was a fluke, in my opinion. How? You can't be realistic, bro. So let me guess. If we come back next year, we win it all of a sudden we the best team in the NFL. This league is season by season. Season by season. Now you got some teams that they hold it down and they be fighting for contention year in, year out. Last year, we made it to the playoffs and we made sure that we had our best self available each week. We beat teams that we weren't better than. That don't mean that the season was a fluke. The best team don't always win, bro. They don't always win. So you can't say it's a fluke. We was healthy last year. We injured this year. 60% of the team injured. So you can't say it's a fluke. You gotta miss me. You missed me with that one, bro. You missed me with that one. Also, So Ninja X, right? Guarantee we see JWJ crash out. Joey Jr. crash out on the sidelines trying to fix the defense in real time. I think it's gonna get worse. I think it's gonna get worse, bro. Shannon say, bro, look at your team. What really is the strong part of your team? Jayden, in the discussion. Right, bro. Jayden is the team. He's smoking that. He's smoking rocks, bro. He's smoking rocks. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love hate, but you tripping, bro. You tripping. You is tripping. You had that. You tripping, bro. But yeah. Anyway, um, had to come here and get that news to y'all. Joe Kelly, what's going on? Joe Kelly writes, the defense will take a few years. I think any position is up for grabs in the draft. They are so old. We're going to talk about the draft as we get closer to the draft in the off season. But to answer your question or to add to your statement or your comment, yes, everything is up for grabs except for Jayden Daniels' position. Except for quarterback, everything is up for grabs. I agree with you on that one. He said, if Jayden is the strong part, then you ain't got no team. Yeah, like, bro, we still got to drive people, bro. Relax, bro. Relax. You'll see. We got to have some money this all season. You'll see. But anyway, let me see. That's going to do it for you, boy. If you're new to the channel, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Hit that bell notification. Allow me to keep you in the know with everything Commanders. We got some good news. Jayden Daniels isn't as hurt as we thought. The bad news is we played the Detroit Lions on Sunday, and it's fitting to get ugly. Trouble. So, yeah, that's going to do it for you, boy. Before I go, Commanders family, if you in the comments, if you're watching this stream, left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders. Proud, loud and proud. Commanders till I die. Long live my brother Rico.